Hello students, welcome back. In this lesson, you will learn what are informal letters. Watch this video carefully so you never make any mistakes in letter writing. What are informal letters? Informal letters are personal messages you send to your friends, family and relatives to share news about your life and to express your sympathies. An informal letter is typically addressed to a member of family, a close friend, or a close acquaintance. An informal letter uses conversational and personal language. So, what can you write about in an informal letter? You can write informal letters to let a loved one know that you won a contest, that you recently viewed a movie, that you are going on a trip, etc. To express your concern, offer them to join you on a trip, congratulate them on their new job, inquire about their well-being, etc. When writing an informal letter, you can be as private as you like. Informal letters do not have to follow any specific pattern, format, or conventions. They can be written per the writer's wishes and the requirement of the situation. So, the letter is written in a personal fashion in casual, unassuming language. How to write an informal letter or format of an informal letter. There is a format for informal letters in English just like for formal letters. Unlike a formal letter, an informal letter does not need to express anything particular. It can be written in a simple informal tone. They can cover a wide range of subjects because they are informal conversations. It may contain anything you wish to mention to your loved ones. Unlike official letters, you can use everyday language. You can adhere to some simple rules to create effective informal letters. Consider the information below if you are wondering how to start an informal letter. You must start your informal letter with the sender's address to follow the proper structure. On the left side of the page is where the address is written. You must include the full address so the recipient can write you back. Therefore, be sure you provide the correct address and PIN code. Make careful to put your country in the address if you write to someone in another country. For instance, 53 Garden Town, Lahore 12345, Pakistan. The date is presented after the address. It is crucial to include the date on your correspondence so that the recipient will know when the letter was sent. The date can be written using one of the following formats, for instance 15/1/2021 or 15 January 2021 or January 15, 2021. After the address and date, we will use greeting or salutations. Forms of greeting and salutations. In informal communications to friends and relatives, you can use qualifying phrases like dear, my dear, dearest, etc. before a person's name. You can also use their pet names such as beloved Jennifer, darling Andy, or my dear sweetie. Or you might refer to them by their family status such as dear uncle, dearest grandma, or my dear cousin. It is polite to use prefix like Mr., Mrs., Miss when writing to a regular friend who is older than you or has a higher position. For example, dear Mr. Smith. Introduction and letter body. The tone of your letter is set by the language you employ. To set the tone for the subject being discussed, you can begin your informal letter with an introduction. Start by asking the receiver about their health and well-being. For example, I sincerely hope you are in best health when you receive this letter. In contrast to formal letters, you can then expound on the contents and explain the letter's motivation. Informal letters can be less of an essay and more of a casual conversation. You can write in a very informal and individualized style. Avoid using derogatory words or phrases while writing to senior citizens. In the conclusive paragraph, summarize the reason for writing the letter. Say a meaningful and affectionate goodbye to the reader. And do not forget to invite the reader to write back or reply to your letter. It shows an intention to keep conversation going. The informal letter should conclude amicably. Use your words to make the other person feel like they have had a lovely conversation with you. Make sure to inform them that you will be waiting for their response to your letter. Subscription and signature formats. The following can be used in casual letters to family members and close friends. Your name is followed by expressions like with love, with affection, yours warmly, your dear friend, etc. You can use your sincerely, kind regards, etc. if you write to a close friend whom you have addressed as dear Mr., dear Mrs., etc. Here is an example of an informal letter. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video.